Hey everyone, the last Shoegazer here, bringing you a review for Us. Us is a 2019 horror film written, directed, and produced by Jordan Peele, the writer and director of Get Out from several years ago. As many of you guys know, Jordan Peele is from Key and Peele fame, more of the comedy side of Jordan, and here we see his next installment of his very unique flavor of horror. The hype that you've heard of this film is very much justified, in my opinion. I know a lot of people really enjoyed Get Out. I absolutely loved that film. I really, was impressed by his writing and directing abilities there. I thought that was really smart and intelligent. It didn't, reinvent the horror genre, but it definitely was an awesome, unique, kind of culturally awake, edgy kind of new spin on the horror genre. Definitely had some familiar elements there from other horror films, and it's the same thing here. Very original, very inventive, intelligent. I thought the story and the overall feel of this film was really, really new and fresh. However, it outrightly paid tribute to a number of other horror subgenres and 80s films that I'm sure inspired Peele in his creation of Us and maybe even Get Out. I know he grew up really enjoying horror films, and I love that he has stepped into the light here within the horror realm and really making a huge mark, an awesome ripple, in an otherwise massive ocean of horror stylings and plots and stuff that's been redone and overdone. I'm really, really happy that he is making such a mark in the horror community with these awesome films. I kind of like this even more than Get Out, and I love Get Out. This has a really nice kind of embossed slipcover, as you guys can see. The artwork there, very metaphoric for elements within the plot. There's a lot of comedy elements mixed with dark comedy, some cultural elements that Peele boldly brings to the forefront, from the black community, and just not making this any kind of a political statement or anything like that. I love that he weaves in his background and his culture seamlessly into the horror, and I just feel that like it's what we need right now, just as a human race, to enjoy material from someone like this who is open-minded and not pushing any kind of an agenda. He's pushing a horror agenda. It's nothing off-putting, or he's not using this as any type of a weird platform. This is him that fully doing his thing and embracing a really awesome kind of horror that he is sharing with all of us, and I'm really glad he is, because this thing is all over the place, but in a really awesome way. like I said, it ties, together like dark comedy, just some straight up comedy elements that are actually really funny, but most of it is very dark, twisted, nightmarish, kind of creepy, crawly, exorcist kind of movements. Kind of the vibe of the strangers mixed with like a fun house kind of 80s carnival kind of vibe. I think what makes this so appealing to me, and probably many others, is it brings so much to the table that it's like impossible not to like. It's gory, like I said, it's funny, it's heavy, it's sad, it's heartbreaking, and the twists and turns and plot development, character development. It's acted very very well. The cinematography is really smooth and glossy yet very gritty. Sweeping shots, mixed with really inventive kind of fresh shots, as we're tracking different characters. I thought this was just done really really well. Very creepy, very unsettling, edge of your seat kind of stuff. Just a really fresh, horrifying story here, that kind of unbelievable, but it's super entertaining, and I think it made me feel like, wow, that was just so well thought out and intelligent and original. It really just wanted me, it made me want more to kind of take in from this movie, but I'm glad I own it because now I can just keep rewatching it. I agree with what it says at the top, worth seeing again and again. It just covered so many different types of settings and terrain, and kind of different vibes, all kind of tied into one awesome, quite disturbing, scary film. I mean, didn't really have many jump scares with this. It was just genuine horror. Kind of what I thought he achieved with Get Out. You know, making it more of a terrifying plot development, and then the realization of what's actually going on. I think that's what he achieved here, only in a whole different story, with different characters. I thought the family on both sides of us, it did really really well. Great chemistry, just played off of one another really well. Made the horror and the whole terrifying story very believable. I'm a huge fan of the ocean and the woods, and I got to go to both of those places here and kind of transported back to the 80s. And like I said, kind of a carnival, like fun house, oceanside kind of setting, and the beach community, like the suburbs there, but just kind of all over the place. And then we venture somewhere else towards the end of the film, where we are presented with one amazing twist and finale to a really great film. So if you haven't seen Us, definitely get a hold of it. Check it out. Let me know what you think of it if you have seen it, how you think it holds up to Peele's, initial film there, Get Out. If you like this a little bit more than that one, or if you prefer that one. Kind of curious, but definitely check this out. Go into it with an open mind, and I think you'll be leaving with a little bit more of a twisted mind. So, props to Jordan Peele for another amazing work of art here. I loved every minute of it. I highly, highly recommend you guys checking it out. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and have a good one.